We are at Melbourne Airport, but the last time we saw you, we were still in the middle of nowhere volunteering in the outback. So let me catch you up on how we got here. From a tiny railway station, we got 2 overnight trains up to Melbourne, where we spent a few days looking after a cute dog while getting some editing done. And now a $20 ride brought us here. But what is really unexpected is where we are heading next.
Our first flight is a domestic one with Virgin Australia. It's our second time flying with Virgin Australia, and once again, we paid with points.
So now that we are in the lounge, we can talk about points. The flight we are about to take should have cost over 300 Australian dollars each. Let me drink on that. And instead, we paid only 54 US dollars for the both of us, plus 43,000 miles. Which, if you are a pro with miles and points, it's not great, but whenever we manage to not pay or pay very little, we are happy. By the way, this is just the number 1 flight of this travel journey, which is gonna be 45 hours. And since we're not gonna tell you our final destination just yet, stop the video and comment down below where do you think we're going.
We are boarding another flight. We are boarding another flight. We are already arrived to our seats. Where are they?
The seat situation is very simple and very similar to the one we have already experienced flying from Perth to Adelaide. Do not expect anything fancy, and there's a baby screaming.
I'm just trying to get ready for the family. And we are flying.
Thank you.
And in about 4 hours, we are arrived in Perth.
Back again. Time to check in for our second flight and third one. So, big fail. They have a ton of people, the security guy told us, and so they only allow people to enter if they have a flight in the next 3 hours, something like that. So he told us to go back at 3:30 a.m. We wanted to go to the lounge so badly, so no lounge for us. Good morning. The lounge coffee is very much needed after the non-sleep of yesterday night. And the fact that this lounge is like very beautiful is even more upsetting because we slept on a bench. We could have been here.
And he said, no. At least we are now. Since on the buffet there were no vegan options, they prepared something for us. Salad and a hot meal for us. I'm starving. This is the Aspire Lounge.
Yes, correct.
Aspire, yeah.
Spicy and tasty. Love it.
Yeah.
There's potatoes, zucchini,
Capsicum or red pepper. Onion. Really good.
Thank you. Bye. Very pleasant. Ready to board another flight. Another flight. Another flight. I'm excited. We're boarding another flight. Boarding another flight. So even for this flight, we paid with points. And we are gonna tell you all about that once we land in Singapore, because that's where we are going.
Hot towels. I love it. By the way, talking about this flight, the seat situation is pretty comfortable. We have a USB plug and also a charging socket, a big monitor where to watch films, a useful desk with the mirror and headrest to sleep. As well, we have the pillow and the blanket. Pretty much the same as the flight we took from Singapore to Perth with Singapore Airlines.
So breakfast has arrived and silverware and plastic bag too. And the meal seems to have some beans, some piadine, some greens, and a tomato. Proper breakfast. The beans are so tasty, a little bit spicy also. Love it. Plus, we have also coconut yogurt, bread, and a spread, some boring fruit. Vanilla flavor. Baby, it's so good. And we paid so little for this. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you. And we made it to Changi, which, like the last time, is gonna be a long layover for us. More precisely, almost 13 hours. Yep.
That means lounge number 1, lounge number 2, and lounge number 3. And it's also the moment to take a nap. No, I'm just kidding. It's the moment to talk about how much we spent for these 2 flights, the one from Perth to Singapore and the one from Singapore to our final destination. So the total amount should have been more than 1,700 Australian dollars each, but we actually paid 62 US dollars each, plus 47,500 miles each, which are this amount of Amex points. Actually, I don't know if it's a good ratio, but for sure, I know that for us it was totally worth it. I wanna also know your opinion once we arrive in our final destination. Now, it's time for me to drink this beer.
Cheers to that.
And wait for our final flight of today. Cheers!
I honestly have no idea how she managed to talk about points and miles, because she doesn't understand a thing about them. She managed to after I don't know how many hours of no sleeping. Good job.
Thank you. another flight. We are boarding another flight and our last one of this journey.
So very similar to our previous flight, though the airplane itself is way bigger. There are even first class suites on this one. You can tell though that the aircraft is a little bit older. There are no AC plugs and yeah, it looks a bit older, but still very beautiful and fancy.
Yes, we have the room
We are pleased to be carrying passengers
for
from
us,
Barcelona Line flight.
so we can sleep. But
Also,
properly.
toiletry devices
This is awesome.
Tighten it by pulling on the strap.
The cauliflower is really good. Also, the other legumes really tasty. Plus, we have a salad and a dessert.
Long story short, I was walking up to get my meal and Angie got hers immediately, but mine didn't arrive. Then they realized they forgot mine and brought me one with salmon and other stuff. And I said, this is not mine. And they were like, oh, no, you can just remove this. And I was like, what the
The beginning was like, they are vegan.
No, yeah, and there was properly the piece of salmon in the salad. Now it came back with the vegan one, but still they put some milk and cheese. How can this be the best airline company ever? And it's not the first time.
And after a lot of sleep, cuddles and reading, it's breakfast time. We have falafel with potatoes and broccoli, some fruit, and a soy beverage, water, bread, and vegan butter. The falafel are kind of good, a little bit dry. I wanna taste the veggies. Potatoes, super oily with some herbs, really good. Here, after 45 hours of travel journey, this one 13 hours flight, we made it to Rome!
And we are here to realize our craziest idea yet. I'm so excited.